Alright. If you want the guy running, there was a guy that showed up in December of 18. He has white hair, it's parted on the side. He's sitting in Wendy's. Dixie's seen him. When they were ordering me, he was sitting with a kid that looked like my middle son, Josh. There's 4 men standing at the pop counter ordering me to get my jewelry back, and they had put a hit on my granddaughter's life. So I told Dave I didn't want any more. 18 grand in jewelry trying to save her life. Okay? He shows back up. He tells the other guy sitting there, we ought to chip her. You can't do that. Why? She didn't do anything wrong. That's exactly what he said. He said she didn't do anything wrong, but her family don't care about her. I was vulnerable and alone. He acknowledged he knew I was innocent. Okay? He also showed up at Bob Evans' December of 18. I was in there with Darlene, my ex-friend. And I was sitting with 4 other men. And there was a white man, bald, with a red beard, square glasses, was sitting with a blonde lady. The guy's that's white, bald, with a long red beard, square glasses, 6 foot, 200 pounds, sitting behind me saying, I'm Karen's handler, those are my men, easy boys. And she's claiming some kind of crazy psychiatrist and they're actors. He's waving at me. Okay? He also showed up in at Wendy's again in Maslin. We ought to build a case without her. Grab her straw, grab her straw. He's telling them they're going to do this. He's ordering them. Okay? Well, he shows up, no, 12/21/18, stabbed in the neck at the refrigerator. Foggy, hazy, dark, bright light. Felt myself cry. Woke up with a 4-inch bruise and fingerprints under my ribs. My head used to be round and standing in. I had hair missing about this big, and I had skin felt funny. I woke up 6 hours later in bed, and there's another man's comb on the dresser and a steak knife with bone and flesh in the sink. Dave shows up and he's accusing me of having an affair. I didn't know what happened. I've been so drugged up and my head's pounding, and I get back in bed and people are breaking in and stabbing me with more needles. Well, he shows up January of 19 when I'm in there with Darlene again, and that other guy's like, you idiot, you left your comb over there. He's like, well, I had almost a naked lady laying next to me. You're lucky I only held my hair. That means that was his fingerprints in my ribs. It's him. He's the one doing it. He looks like Judge Pete. He could be his kid. It's that close. 9/18/19 was the day of my divorce. Seth, my attorney, had stepped out of the room, and the undercover police were outside my room, and they did a skit for you had us look into it. You knew she couldn't handle it. You knew she appreciated us doing it, and you can find she did nothing wrong. Judge Pete walks by, and it almost looks like the guy in a fake beard. Okay? And Judge Timothy comes in laughing, we're ready to begin. Well, hanging on the wall was a picture of a Judge Peter something. Looked like a little white Santa Claus. And that guy looks just like him. It's his son. Dave was dating Judge Pete's daughter, Michelle. That's his sister. There was men staying on the other side of the duplex. Okay? They were... had a copy of my phone and were mocking me. I was keeping notes under me, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, putting regular words in on what was going on. And they were outside mocking me. I forgot to tell Will that one too, because they dragged me up. Now, there was lights flashing above my house. I called my son John. He's like, Mom, they're angels. I'm like, angels? He's like, they're fighting over your soul. I said, John, I don't mean enough to anyone. He said, Mom, you don't realize it's angels fighting over your soul. I said, John, I don't mean enough to anyone. Okay? Well, those guys, when we first moved in, we're outside talking. Them moving in there, they're going to cause trouble. I thought, how can we cause trouble? We keep to ourselves. And I'm busy cleaning out the back wooded area. Because after you enter the woods, it opens up like a big canopy area. It's gorgeous. It's like being in a jungle. The trees encase themselves, they're so large. And it filters through the leaves. It's gorgeous. There was broken glass, a wire mattress at a carry out front. It took me weeks to clean it out. And there's food buried in the ground. I even opened one package to make sure it wasn't drugs. Okay? Lights flashing. Okay? Think about this. Now, on Christmas, John didn't have his kids. He's divorced, and so he's going to hang out with his friends. So I walked in the back canopy area. I call him. He's like, hello? I went, hey, Merry Christmas. He's like, Mom, it didn't come up with your phone number. And it was echoing like I was in a hallway. And he's like, Mom, this is weird, you're echoing. And I'm in the back canopy area. Well, I thought it was the FBI doing it. The FBI had nothing to do with it. Somebody's scrambling phone numbers in that back area. Lights flashing signals. I bet they're drug running. The man that stayed on the other side of the duplex, the guy that went to Paymer, was seen over there. I could see him through the window. One of the guys drove by my client's in Navarre and said, we all know that idiot was over there. Now, he's either a dirty cop in it with drugs, or he's a drug runner pretending to be a federal agent. But those people that those men that rented that duplex, September of 18, and they were out by Christmas of 18 because they didn't come back after that shooting night. More than likely, they were drug runners. And where my ex-husband corrupted the people in the store, he corrupted the drug runners to help out. And whoever that guy impersonated the federal officers, either a dirty cop doing drugs, or he's a drug runner. That sounds not funny, but the guy running it is probably Judge Pete's son. If you pull Will's case, Karen around the house state case, that's what cops in uniform call it. Protective life home custody for an informant. September 27th, 18, put me in protective life custody. And a heavy-set cop talked today within a few days. That made his case legal. It's the only time you can be in somebody's home. Per Department of Justice. Police and agencies can only be on home under threat of life. Failure to notify for initiating and speaking to the other person at home is abuse and misconduct. Failure to protect is abuse and misconduct. And who do you report any of them for surveillance in your home? Department of Justice, FBI, local police department, and ICE. Fourth Amendment right to privacy makes illegal search and seizure. It's a special protected life cases only. So, yeah, that's why Officer Reinhardt laughed at, and it comes down to no matter what, until we'll take your statement and agree to protect you, there's nothing else. It'd be illegal to look or listen. Then you wouldn't have to worry about all the crazy framing I guess they did to me before, including the drugs and all this other stuff. But, yeah. Find out who rented the other side of the duplex. Now, either that guy's name could be on the lease, or they know who he is. Okay. It's that bad. But the guy running it, if you pull 12/21/18 when I'm stabbed in the neck of the refrigerator, the guy holding me down is the guy running it. He told him to do it. Do you know, after January, I'm sitting in that Wendy's with Bibi and I'm holding her. She used to have dark hair when she was first born. And one of the guys sitting with him said, that baby looks like Karen. He said, I know it does. He's looking at me. He's like, I feel bad about everything. He's like, don't. He's ordering them around. He's the one running it. He was pulling all the shots, telling them what to do. It's a guy holding me down, the white hair guy, parted on the side. 12/21/18.